You have ever noticed that sometimes the moment everything finally becomes quiet, you don't feel relaxed. You feel restless, uncomfortable, almost like something inside you start waking up. And that confuses you because you think, surely silence should calm me down. Surely resting should make me feel better. And surely, if I finally stop, I should feel peace. But for many people, and for you, it's the opposite happen. They stop and they feel worse. And if that's you, I want to tell you something important right at the beginning. You are not broken. Your brain may simply have learning a hiding problem. If I stop, I feel worse. And in this episode, I want to show you that what happens, what silence really brings to the surface, and how you can start retaining your mind and your body to feel safe in stillness again. Welcome, I am Gregorio Sosa, your clinical solution focused hypnotherapy, psychotherapy. So let me paint the picture. You finish work, you get home, you sit down, the room is quiet. So no emails, no conversation, no movement, no task demanding your attention. And suddenly, you reach for your phone, or you open the fridge, you put the TV on, or you just start thinking about work again. Or you tell yourself, you should be doing something productive. But why? Because silence is not just silence. Silence creates space. And space is dangerous for your mind. That has spent a long time surviving through noise, pressure, urgency, or distraction. Because when everything goes quiet, you start hearing things. Not always with your ears, sometimes with your mind. Like all fears, doubts, pressure, loneliness, regret, shame. The feel that something is missing. The feeling that you don't quite you know who you are without the busyness. And this is where the tension begins. Because one part of you wants rest, but another part of you have learned to fear what appears in rest. So now you live in a strange contradiction. So you say you want peace, but when peace arrives, your nervous system don't know what to do with it. And that can be deeply frustrating, because from the outside, it looks like you are the problem. And it looks like you can't switch off, you overthinking too much, you always need to be busy. So you ruin your own peace. But from the inside, what is really happening is this. Your brain is trying to protect you from what silence may be uncovered. And when people or you understand this, they judge themselves. They call themselves weak, lazy, broken, too anxious, too emotional, too much. But many times it's not that. It is learned emotionally pattern called like the hiding prompt. I think many people know this feeling. That moment when you finally have time to rest and instead you enjoy it, you feel unsafe. Almost like your body is saying, don't stay here too long. And sometimes this does not look dramatic. Sometimes it looks very normal. Scrolling for an hour without even realizing, staying unnecessarily busy, needing constant background noise, jumping from one task to another, feeling irritated in stillness, feeling low, my everything is over, feeling strange on weekends or holidays or when life slows down. And what makes this so painful is that people often think they are failing at rest. But maybe they are not failing at rest. Maybe rest is simply revealing what distraction has been covering. And that is the twist. Silence is not creating the problem. Silence is revealing the problem to you. And that can feel intense, believe me, because silence does not always bring peace at the first. Sometimes silence brings through first. And through, at least initially, can feel very uncomfortable. And that's why so many people, or you, stay close to stimulation, because stimulation gives relief, even if that relief is only temporary. So this is how the loop tends to work. And it's few steps. Step 1, the trigger. The trigger is simple. Silent, stillness, stopping, a pause, the end of the days, being alone with your thoughts. Step 2, the interpretation. So your mind have learned to interpret that quiet moment as unsafe. Not always consciously, but underneath it says things like, something is wrong, you should be doing more. If you stop, you will feel everything. If you slow down, you may fall apart. And if you are quiet, uncomfortable feeling will come. So is this hiding from? And step 3, the body response. Once the hiding prompt activates, your body starts to shift. You may feel tension on your chest, recklessness, agitation, racing thoughts, low mood, emptiness, and discomfort. Step 4, escaping behavior. Then you do something to move away from the feeling. And the behavior may be scrolling the phone, working a lot, eating, drinking, messaging someone, over-planning, overthinking, making noise, finding another task to do. And the final step 5, the relief. And this is the important part. The behavior gives relief. Maybe only a few minutes, maybe only a little. But it gives enough relief for the brain to learn. Good, that worked. Do it again next time. So now the loop gets strong. Not because you are weak, not because you are nervous. The nervous system always learns for what creates relief. This is why silence can start to feel heavier over the time. Not because silence is dangerous, but because your brain has practiced escaping it a lot. And the more you escape, the less familiar it feels. So peace begins to feel foreign. Calm begins to feel suspicious. And stillness begins to feel loud. So what do we do with this? That's a very good question. So first, we stop judging ourselves. That matters. Because shame makes the loop worse. If every time you feel uncomfortable in silence, you then attack yourself for it. You are adding another layer of threat. So the first step is not force it. The first step is understanding. The second step is giving the brain a new instruction. A reprompt, for example. If the old hiding prompt is, if I stop, I feel worse, so then the new prompt might be, stopping is not dangerous. Discomfort is not danger. I can feel this without running from it. Quiet can be safe, and stillness is not a threat. So now, very important, when I say that, I do not mean just sit down once, say the sentence, I suddenly feel amazing. No. This is training, and this is repetition. This is the slow work of teaching your nervous system and your brain that silence does not have mean suffering. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting immediate comfort. Sometimes the first goal is no comfort. Sometimes the first goal is simply stay. Stay for 10 seconds longer. Stay with the breath. Stay with the feeling. Stay without escaping immediately. Because every time you stay safely, you teach your brain something new. You teach it, I can stop. I can survive what I feel. And that is powerful. So let's see a practical tool. So let me give you a very simple practice. If silence feels uncomfortable, try this. Step 1. Put the hand in your chest. Step 2. Exhale longer. Your inhale. Do not force it. Just let it out. Breathe with slightly longer. Step 3. Say to yourself, I am safe in this moment. Discomfort is no danger. I do not need to escape this immediately. Step 4. Stay there for 10 seconds. That is enough to the beginning. Not forever. It's not perfect. It's just 10 seconds. And if you want, you can build from there. So 10 seconds today, 30 seconds tomorrow, a minute next week. That is how retraining happens. Not through violence against yourself, but through gentle repetition. And I think that is important to hear. Because so many people of you approach healing as if they must fight their own brain into submission. But healing often works better when we understand the brain, listening what we learn, they can potentially react into something new. So if you are somebody who feels worse when you finally stop, I want you to know this. Maybe silence is not the enemy. Maybe silence is just the place where you unprocess tension and finally becomes audible. And that may feel uncomfortable at first, but it's also where change can begin. Because once you understand the hiding prompt. You stop believing the discomfort means something is wrong with you. You start seeing the pattern. And once you can see the pattern, you can start to changing it. So if this episode resonates with you, write the word prompt in the comments. And if you want, tell me honestly. For example, what do you do when things go quiet? Or do you scroll your phone? Work? Overthinking? Overeating? Drinking? Put something on in the background. I would love to know, and if this is your first time here, subscribe, thumbs up, because the series is part of a bigger framework that I am building called the Brain Prompt Method. And in the next episode, I'm going to talk about another hiding prompt that affects so many people. The difference between anxiety and procrastination, and why they are often confused. Very, very important. So remember, as I always say, transform your mind, transform your life. And thank you for watching. And don't forget, press the bell for my next episode video.